Hello everyone, welcome to the greenhouse. I'm Danny, welcome to the channel. I'm happy you're here. If this is your first time here in the greenhouse, welcome, thanks for clicking. I'm happy you're here. And if you've been here before, as always, welcome back, orchid friends. So today I'm just gonna go around the greenhouse and show you guys some struggling orchids and some orchids that are reviving and starting to live their best lives. And I think it's really important for us orchid growers that do have a YouTube or a social media platform to show you guys that we too do have struggling, sick orchids. And I just think it's important to show you guys that we also have that. So I'm gonna go around the greenhouse today and show you the many struggling orchids. Come along. So this is my Phalaenopsis javanica var alba. I bought this from Big Leaf Orchids and it developed crown rot soon after I got it, and it's down to one leaf now. You can see the roots, it has good roots. The roots are growing, actively growing. So what I'm gonna do is just continue caring for it and hope that it gives me a keiki, but there's no signs of it yet, unfortunately. And I could just buy another one, I guess, but I really don't want to take that punch to the gut and spend that amount of money again on this orchid. So fingers crossed it gives me a keiki. Here is my Equestria that I got, it was last year sometime. Last year, springtime, I think, from orchids.com. And it was in quarantine for quite some time because of this yellow spotting that just kept spreading. The slugs attacked it. It was doing horrible. There's no root growth happening. And I treated it with Physan 20 twice, and that new leaf looks beautiful. It's sending up another beautiful new leaf, but it also gave me a keiki, and that little keiki is blooming and developing some roots. So I'm very happy because it's a beautiful little orchid with a beautiful blue lip. So I'm very happy about this one. Now, a while back ago, I bought this Encyclia from Robert's Flower Supply, and I really enjoy Robert's Flower Supply because you can get so many great orchid pots there for really, really cheap. But you have to be very careful about what you purchase from him because he does have a lot of pests and a lot of sick orchids. And I got this one for so cheap, and it had a lot of spotting on it. It had a lot of scale. And I did do a video of me cutting most of its leaves that were sick and then treating it with Physan 20. And as you can see, the new growth looks really, really good on it. But I might transfer this into a terracotta pot instead of plastic because it's just holding moisture really too long, and the little, what are they called? The little gnats are attracted to this moss because it's just staying too moist for too long. But the new growth looks fantastic on it, and I'm super happy about it because it's a very fragrant orchid. This is another Equestria, and it's the same Equestria that I got from orchids.com with that blue lip, but I purchased this one from LA Orchids at the beginning of summer, and it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping its leaves. They turn yellow, they start to turn yellow, and then they drop off. But it's given me two little keikis down there. So I'm not really sure what's going on with these Equestria. Because I treat them the same as my other Equestria that's right there in the very far back, and it's doing wonderful. I treat it the exact same, so I don't really know what's going on, but I'm happy this one is giving me keikis as well. I was talking to Dick Wells from Hilltop Orchids in Indiana, and I asked him about my Equestria and that they aren't doing good, and he said that they have to have fresh media. Don't let their media go old at all. They really are picky and finicky about their media. And This media is only a few months old, so I don't really know what's happening. But I'm happy it gave me some cakeys. This orchid here has been in the ICU for over a year. It is from orchids.com. There's the ID. And it really struggled. Oh, easy now, easy now. It really struggled putting on roots, putting on leaves. These are some of the original leaves it has came with. They are just bleh, trash. But it's given me 2 beautiful new leaves now. Look how gorgeous. And a new spike. And I think this one is beginning to love life and thrive now. So I'm very happy that after over a year, I'm getting this orchid to love and live its best life. Okay, so this video is going to be a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but I really want to show you guys the recovering orchids, or maybe not recovering orchids. Back here is one from orchids.com again. Maybe very gentle with it because it's finally putting out roots. So this is the Nobby's Green Eagle by Something Blue Hawaii, and it came very, very rootless. It came with these yellowing leaves, just really in horrible shape, and it is growing its new roots, and you can see the setback in that leaf right there. But it just gave me this leaf, a new leaf right here. So we're just working on this one, you know, getting more roots, getting those beautiful leaves to grow in. And I'm very happy that it's starting to thrive and do well. Now over here, this is my Phalaenopsis bar green. It's a white bloom with green edging, like green pickety edging, I guess you could say. And you can see it came to me with this yellowing, black tipped leaves. It just was looking really, really weak and horrible. I bought this from Orchid Classics for you. Now, since I've bought this, I've been told that they're really only a good place to buy your Vanda type orchids. It's really hit and miss when you buy any other type of orchid there. But this is its newest leaf that it has given me, and it looks fantastic. And you guys can't see it, but it is growing roots. So I'm very happy about that. Now, this isn't a sick orchid or a recovering orchid. I just thought that this was worth mentioning. So this is my CTNA Why Not? And you guys know I also love yellow, so I was on Palmer's Orchid website looking at their yellow form one. And something else, I was looking at another orchid, and I was reading that on the CTN Why Nots, if it starts developing black spotting or black edging on the tip of those leaves, that it's a tall tale sign that it wants to be repotted into fresh media. That is no harm to the orchid, it's just cosmetic, but it is a sign on these why nots that it wants to be repotted into fresh media. So after this gets done blooming, I will repot it. This is just a top layer of moss that I put on there when I went on vacation. It's only about that much moss, but the rest of it is all small pebbles. So I will unpot that and get it into just fresh media. So I just thought that was worth mentioning and sharing. And I'm really happy because this orchid is to a place in its life where every new growth, it is giving me flower spikes. Okay, so update on the Dendrobium Victoria Regina. I tried to get a refund from the seller and she won't respond to me. So I went through eBay, and eBay told me that I had to print out my own shipping sticker, and I told them I don't have a printer to do that. They said, well, you need to go find one. And you might call me old school, or you might call me stubborn, but I told them no, because this is not my fault, this is not my wrong. I'm not going to spend my gas money, my extra time, and to find someone, you know, a store to pay them to print out a shipping sticker for me. Absolutely not. So I disputed it through my bank. And I think I might pot it up instead of leave it on this mount, because the roots are dying back. And whoever told me that this was going to be a project plant that would last a year to years, I think you're going to be very right. I think you're going to be very right. In front of us is my Phalaenopsis Shilariana, and some of you might remember this keiki that it was sending out on this flower spike. I thought I was going to get a flower spike, then it turned into a keiki. I've never seen this one bloom yet, and now the keiki is dying. Now I've been told that these can be quite finicky orchids, but let me show you. I mean, look at those roots. Its roots are everywhere. It's growing new leaves. So, just an update on her. The keiki is dying. And we'll end the video showing you guys the beautiful blooms on the Apicias that are blooming. Thanks for joining. Happy growing. Stay safe. Till next time, you guys.